Hey guys, before we start off today, I want to give another shout out to Wix, who is awesome enough to sponsor today's video. Wix is a website building platform that allows you to create a super awesome professional website. It's creative and customizable, so the sky's the limit with what you can do and create by using their marketing tools and their advanced drag and drop editor. It gives you total creative freedom to build whatever you want, whether it be a shop, a blog, a forum, a portfolio, or whatever else you might need to build a website for. They also have their own built-in coding platform called Corvid, so if you know how to code, you can customize your website even more. You can really do whatever you want. I actually created a website back in college to display my demo reel and portfolio at the time, but I definitely needed an upgrade, so I'm making a new portfolio today. I'm using it to display my best art pieces as well as a few of my videos, if I need to apply to zines or conventions. There's also an About Me and a contact page, so you can learn a little about me or hit me up if you need to. So go to wix.com/gopompadourquerie to create your own professional website today, or check me out at pompadourquerieportfolio.com. Once again, thanks to Wix for sponsoring today's video. Hey guys, so we are back with another video. This is the part 2 to the All About Angelo and Valak video. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the AUs, the alternate universes with Angelo and Valak. So if you haven't watched the first video, you should go watch that one. I'll put a link in the description. But yeah, this is just going to be the alternate universes with them. If you don't know what an alternate universe is, it's just basically like an alternate storyline of them, something that's not canon. These are just for fun because we enjoy exploring different elements of the characters. So once again, I am here with...
Hey, it's Matt. What's up, guys?
So yeah. We're gonna get into talking about the different AUs. There's a couple things in the AUs that sort of like overarch all of them. So like the names, ages, and nationality of Angelo and Valak in the AUs they're pretty much all the same. So since they're AUs, they're like... Well, in all these AUs, they're just people. They're just humans. So we use their human names. So Evangelos and Vadik. And they're just people. They're not angel, demon, whatever.
Yeah.
Just people.
I mean, that's the whole alternate universe.
Yeah. So yeah, again, this is like not canon stuff. This is just fun little side things.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have quite a few.
Yes.
We cannot be stopped. So I guess we'll start off with the biggest, most fleshed out one.
Wait, we're gonna go over the names, ages.
Oh yeah, true. I forgot.
Yeah, so like they said, they go by human names here because they're humans. So yes, Evangelos and Vadik, but most humans have last names. Yes. So
Evangelos' last name is Fjeldstad.
Because he is.
He is Norwegian.
Yeah, and
he's 26 years old.
Yeah, in most storylines, unless we have to edit around for the plot. And Vadik, his last name is Shadishtani. I hope I said that correctly. And in most AUs, he is mixed. He is half Persian, half white. Depending. Some AUs are like in specific time periods, so he might just be like full Persian. And obviously we have a Pokemon AU, so real country nationalities don't count. We'll get to their nationalities, I guess, in Pokemon whenever we get to. But yeah.
Yeah, I think that's about.
Oh, we do have one AU where there's still Angel and Demon, but that's all at the...
Which one is that? Oh, that one. Yeah.
All the way at the bottom.
Yeah.
Well, that one's last.
But yeah, we'll start off with the biggest, most fleshed out AU, which would be a Tarzan AU.
We sure do have Tarzan
We
AU.
love this AU.
It's
so...
Really, it's cute, man. Tarzan was one of my favorite Disney movies when I was a kid. And, it's very easy to make gay.
Y'all know Tarzan, you know, the Disney, you
movie.
know, Tarzan and Jane and all that. So yeah, it's that.
It's that with a bit of changes. We changed some of the story around because, you know, what's the point in making a story that's already been done?
Yeah.
Just change it around, make it more interesting. We did take elements from the Tarzan Broadway musical.
Yeah.
Take a couple elements from there. Take a couple elements from fucking Downton Abbey.
Yeah. Pocahontas too.
Pocahontas too. A couple things, smash it all together.
You know, Titanic.
Oh yeah, we did take things from
Basically just a lot of stuff
from the time period.
Yeah, the Edwardian era, the early 1900s.
Yeah.
Listen.
We have done so much
So
research. Yeah, so in this AU, Vadik is obviously Tarzan.
And Evangelos takes the part of Jane.
I wouldn't fit any other way before
Yeah.
anyone starts with that. And we do have a Clayton. That would be, well, in this world he's called Aryan, but you guys may know him from the other video as Ahriman. Yeah, so here's where the differences start to come into play. Before anyone asks, no, the Clayton quote-unquote character does not die. At least not where we're at in the AU. We haven't gotten all the way to the end, but definitely that does not match with the movie. You know, there's a couple of things that are different. You can get into.
There's like other researchers there. There's like Aryan has like some of his own people there. And, you know, there's a romantic element between Evangelos and Aryan, which actually is a thing in the Tarzan, like, Broadway show.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what else is different? Oh yeah, there's like not like talking animals.
Oh yeah, we did kind of scrub out the fantastical elements that made it not realistic, because that kind of like took away from the drama of it all. And I'm a bitch that loves the drama, so like we made it a little more realistic and toned down. Another big difference is, well, yes, there's a romantic element between Aryan and Evangelos, but that's like the only reason that they're in Africa. That's so it's not entirely the same as it's not the same as the movie.
Yeah, it's just, you know, based on Tarzan, you could say.
Let's see. Well, starting off right off the bat.
So starting off from the beginning, you know, Evangelos and Aryan are engaged.
They're engaged. You know, Aryan promised Evangelos, who is just a researcher at England University. I don't know. We're not going to pick a specific one. I don't know.
Some university in England.
Yeah. That he'll like finance this whole expedition for him if they get engaged.
Oh yeah, and there's no homophobia.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, there's no homophobia in our universe. There's no such thing. You can be gay if you want.
Yeah.
It's easy. Whatever. Shit. Where were we?
Well.
Oh yeah, just Aryan promised to finance the trip for him if you know, he got engaged to him. It wasn't like out of the blue. They knew each other. They'd been kind of seeing each other. Aryan had been courting him for a little while.
Yeah.
Evangelos was like, don't really know where this is going.
Yeah, and he's like, well, whatever. I don't have any other way to get a financed research trip to Africa, so I might as well. What else do I have going on?
Because he is what kind of researcher?
Oh, he is like an anthropologist.
Yeah. So, you know, it doesn't work out too bad for him. Aryan in England, he's rich. He's very rich. He's handsome. Whatever. Seems like a nice guy so far. And then they get to Africa. Start exploring. Another thing that's different is Aryan 100%. Aryan and the guys that he goes with, they're there to poach. Like, that's what they're there for. You know it from the beginning of the story. Yeah. There's no like secret poaching or whatever. Yeah. That's what he does in Africa. He goes on trips to Africa to hunt big game and poach and bring shit back to England. So there's that. They, the research group and the hunting group go their separate ways a lot, which leaves the opportunity for Evangelist to, meet Vadik.
Bump into a monkey man.
Well, I mean, yeah. It's not that simple. Doesn't he gets lost in the
he gets lost and, wanders into leopard territory.
Is it leopard? Yeah. It's leopard, right? I just want to say jaguar. Is that South America? Whatever. It's leopard territory. Wanders into leopard territory at night. Bad call.
Bad.
And Vadik, who basically knew they were there since they arrived because they're so noisy and disruptive of the environment, has been watching them for a little while and just kind of like rescues him. And y'all remember that scene from the movie?
Yeah, where they're in the tree.
And they can't communicate and they do the hands thing.
Yeah. And then, Vadik sneezes in Evangelist's face because he's wearing a lot of perfume.
Yeah. It's great. You want to go see art of that? There's a lot of it on Tumblr and Instagram.
Yeah. Then, just more Tarzan-y stuff happens, teaching him to do things. He likes candy.
He does like candy.
Teaching him, eventually
talk and stuff.
Yeah, introducing him to the others. All that, montage. I want to know, can you show me montage?
Yeah. Falling in love.
Yeah. Which is bad because Evangelist is engaged to Arian. They do not stay in the same tent because Evangelist is like, no, I'm a good Christian boy and I will not have sex until I am legally wed.
Yeah. Well, also Arian, once they leave England and they go to Africa, he starts to show his true colors, and he's not the nice guy that he pretends to be in England. He's very shit. He's very controlling and just mean, mean, especially when he doesn't get what he wants, which currently is Evangelist. So the fact that he's being very hard to get is annoying to him. So yeah, he's shitty. He's pretty shitty as a person to be engaged to. So Evangelist is not having a great time. He's not looking forward to that wedding.
Nope. He's like, well, guess I'll just enjoy my time in Africa.
Oh, we also extended the trip. It's a year-long trip.
Yeah, a year. Instead of in the movie, it's really short.
Yeah, the movie's well, I don't know. They never really specified it. I think it's just a couple months.
Yeah, it's a year-long expedition.
And falls in love with the monkey man.
Yeah, he really falls for Vadik because Vadik is nice to him.
And that's the standard.
Pretty
sexy. Nice.
Oh, and then there's no loincloth, so.
Yeah, that's one thing I really have to get rid of. This ain't a children's movie.
Yeah, he's just swanging.
He's just swanging.
But yeah, they fall in love. They get together, and then Evangelist is like, oh, ooh, that was bad. I'm gonna try to be a better fiance because I just needed it. Hot girl summer. Needed to get that out of my system. And then, it does not go out of it does not leave. No. And he's like, oh no, I'm in love.
Yeah. And, things get complicated. They have to cut the whole trip a little short. Evangelist has been trying to convince Vadik to come with him to England because, big discovery. Oh my god.
Yeah, the missing link.
Yeah, whatever, all that business.
He also has to convince Arian
to let him come. Yeah. And,
it's a whole thing.
And, different from the movie, he does actually come with them.
So they don't stay in the jungle.
No. They go back to England, and they take Vadik with them, and that's also another can of worms. Different can of worms.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get the gist.
They go to England, the wedding. The wedding is, ever approaching. They had to postpone it a little bit because Evangelist got hurt. But all that, and it's great. It's very different and good. See, the when they go back to England, that, like, is the Pocahontas 2-bit.
Yeah. But yeah. Alright.
That's the basics of Tarzan. Yeah, there's way more information on Tumblr.
Yeah. In the master post. Have we answered more questions about Tarzan?
I don't know.
I can add them to the master post.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yes, master post has links to all the AU asks as well. What's the next one?
Next one we're going to go over is YouTuber AU. I think we came up with this, like, I forget. But yeah, it's very meta.
It is very, very meta. I mean,
I think we were watching, like, Dan and Phil, like, ship videos.
yeah, I think it was like the really, really deep lore of old videos of, like, girls trying to, like, find really vague evidence of Dan and Phil being a thing, and then we were like, what if our characters were YouTubers?
So yeah, YouTuber AU is pretty neat. So Evangelos is still, 26, Norwegian, but he is a model.
In a modern day setting.
Yes, it's modern. So he's a model. He's been modeling for a long time. He's in catalogs and magazines, and he's been on commercials and runway and all sorts of stuff. And his YouTube channel that he has, it's more of a personal channel for him, kind of, but it's still very heavily branded with his brand. And he just basically does makeup tutorials or just, like, talks while he's doing his makeup, does clothing try-ons. He's very much like a fashion and beauty channel. And he's known for not being very nice. He's very cold to the point. I'm just like, it kind of like, if you mix, like, Jeffree Star and, like, I don't know who else.
Don't look at me, I don't know YouTubers.
Yeah, I don't know. But kind of like that. He's not, like, catty. He's very subtle about it.
He's rude.
He's rude. But yeah, that's his YouTube channel. Just does makeup and beauty, and he has pretty much an equal amount of people that absolutely hate him and people that love him. People think he's too mean, but, he does not care because he is successful.
What was his subscriber count?
Oh god, I forget. It was somewhere in the, like, millions. Listen, we looked this up.
Yeah, I mean, it was like...
I think it was like 12 million or something.
Like 12
yeah.
million, right? Something like that. Sub counts. Listen, we have gone so meta with this AU. Like, we... Okay. I won't even get into that. So Valak, he's 24. He is a college dropout. He does YouTube full time now. Probably branched out a little more YouTube and Twitch as well. He has a more incidental YouTube channel. It's a lot more vlog style, but not super boring vlog style like that you see a lot, where it's just a bunch of rich people flexing things. It's more closer to, like, Jenna Marbles, where it's vlogging because it's just you doing something in your daily life, but it's typically something weird. And just solely for entertainment. When he first started his channel, when he was first, putting up YouTube videos, he was still in school, and he would just put videos that he and his friends would make about just something funny happening, like most people who put shit on YouTube. It's just something funny. And one of his clips became, like, a viral video, and he got real popular real fast, and he's like, oh, this is actually pretty cool. And he started actually making content, and he also was unhappy with what he was studying, so he dropped out. Now he does that full time. His parents are, well, his dad, who is, Persian, he's not okay with it. He's not okay with the dropping out of college to do YouTube. He doesn't get it. He doesn't want him to do that. He wants him to get, like, a real job. His mom is you know, like, as long as you're happy, but also, isn't it better just to have a college degree? But she's very like, I won't bother you about it. I still want you to come home for the holidays, so please. So, you know, that's his situation. He's also very popular. He's very, you know, people like him because he's attractive. Or at least that's what incels say.
Yeah.
Yes, people like him because he's attractive, but he's also funny and he makes weird, dumb videos, and, you know, it's entertaining, to say the least. So he's got somewhere around like 10 million subscribers. Yeah, and they both live in New York.
Yep. So the way that the AU kind of like starts out is Angelo says like something offhanded in a video about how like someone like mentioned Valak's channel or whatever. He said something offhanded about like lowbrow humor.
Yeah.
Those kind of channels are dumb.
Yeah, he was doing like a stream, and like in the live chat someone said something about Valak's channel and he was like, gross.
Yeah. Like, no. Beneath me.
Yeah, so, you know, people always ask you, like, do you watch other YouTubers? What kind of stuff do you like? Yeah, whatever. And he was just like, ew, gross. So then on a different, you know, one time when, like, Valak was streaming, he, like, someone was talking about, like, did you see that so-and-so YouTuber, like, was talking shit about you or whatever, something like that. And he's like, I don't know who that is. He's like, okay, I'll look at it later, I guess. He has no idea what it could possibly be about. Which, as you know, it could literally be anything on the internet, honestly. But yeah, so he goes and he looks at the stream and it's just like one offhanded comment, but he thinks it's kind of funny. So, especially because people keep bringing it up in his comment section and in his streams, so like he doesn't think it's a big deal and he's not actually offended, but like in the next time that he does a video he makes like a joke about it, like if you're watching Evangelos, whatever. just basically like, if you're out there, you're watching, I'll show you comedy.
God. And so, you know, a like rumor basically comes out that they're like feuding with each other.
You know, not really, like, no. Evangelos does not care.
No, he could not care less.
But yeah, you know, Vadi keeps it going as like a running joke. He's not really feuding. He's never spoken to him before. But he does kind of make it, you know, like an inside joke on his channel or whatever. You know, so like whenever he's doing something and it goes wrong, he'll be like, oh, Evangelos, you know, like Dinkelberg style.
God.
It's just for funny, for the lulz. But people actually think that there's a feud, even though there isn't. So one day Vadik is doing one of those, like, you know, handheld camera type of things, because he's gonna go out and about, do stuff around town. Is that like a fall?
Yeah, it's like a fall harvest festival.
Yeah, harvest market
New York
thing.
be loving hipster festivals.
Yeah, they should love fucking all their organic food out in the open, whatever, shit like that. You know, he's recording, and Evangelos is there, and he's like, oh, you, and he like puts on the camera like, hey, you're the guy from the YouTube video.
Yeah. And, you know, they talk a bit, and, you know, both of them are kind of like, I really want people to stop bringing this up.
Yes.
So they agreed to, like, do, like, a collab together.
Yeah.
They'll each have, like, a video on each other's channel to be like, look, we're not
feuding.
We don't hate each other. There's never a feud. We're cool.
Yeah. Yeah, like, it's convenient because they live in the same place, so whatever. I think it was like for Vadik's channel, I think it was like something dumb, like they were playing a game of headbands, but with like...
no, yeah, it was like they were like spinning like a wheel or something. I don't remember.
Something. It was like a game, and it
like
had
Edward
alcohol.
40 hands.
Yeah, it was like Edward 40 hands. But probably was some type of wine.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Evangelos is not gonna drink like super sugar, whatever.
Yeah.
Garbage. You know.
But yeah, they had like a drinking game, pretty much, and they both get pretty blasted.
And then for Evangelist's channel, it was like
he does like makeup
Yeah.
on body.
Just because, you know, it fits the themes of each of their channels. And you know, Vadik's like, it's fine. We can record them both here at my place, and I'll edit it, and then I'll send you your video when it's done. Do they do the drinking first or the makeup first?
The drinking first.
They do the drinking first because then the makeup would be funnier. Which, like, Evangelist doesn't have any funny videos on his channel, so he's like, it'll be lit. Don't worry about it.
He's like, hee drunk makeup, and it turns out like beautiful, but you know,
it comes out great. But still, it's funny. They're kind of, you know, they're a little drunk, so they say, you know, like, hint of gay things at each other.
Angelo's is just like, oh, your skin tone is so nice.
Stuff
Your
like
eye color is very pretty.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's a little gay. Just a little. Just like a touch. God, that's where the conspiracy videos began.
Yeah.
It's based off of that video that the conspiracy videos began. And see, we've gone very meta on internet culture on this one. But yeah, so they post their respective collabs, and they're supposed to just like
there you
part
go.
ways. Yeah. Kind of just like, all right, that's it. It's over. What happens?
Well, I mean, I know after that.
Oh, they run into each other again, just by accident.
Yeah.
Like he's also recording a different video at like a freaking, what is it, Versace store?
Something like
Something.
Expensive people clothing store.
Yeah, and Evangelist is there, and you know, he like kind of asks him to hang out again because it was fun last time, and why not? He's already there.
Yeah.
And then we kind of flub the middle a little bit.
Yeah.
We skip straight to later.
We'll figure out the middle.
We'll figure out the middle. We'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, eventually they're dating.
They are actually dating. The conspiracy videos are true. Rumor do come out. I always say it wrong. They're gay.
You know, Vadik has his bath time videos, tubby time.
Oh my god, he does have tubby time videos. Every Sunday, he does a tubby time video where he is just literally sitting in the bath, and he orders like Uber Eats, and he just talks about something.
Y'all ever watched Amelia fart?
Yeah, y'all ever seen Amelia fart? She literally just sits in her tub, eats food, and talks about something.
Yeah.
He does
talks about her traumas.
It talks about her traumas, honestly, but okay, he's just there like just something he's been thinking about, kind of like what is it? Bailey Sarian, just like a case that's been in my head all week or whatever. He's just like just some that he's been thinking about all week. Just gonna talk about it, whatever it is. I'm sure he probably doesn't get political on his channel or anything like that. It's a fun time channel. You know, I'm talking about
they date. Oh, and then they make respective coming out videos.
Yes.
And
it's so funny because Vadik's video is like an actual coming out video. It comes out as bi. And the you know, it's like an actual coming out video, and he talks about a lot of things and whatever. He
very
gets,
heartfelt.
He gets real. Like real. His channel's supposed to be real, not scripted, but he gets real. And you know, it genuinely feels good to like have that all out in the open. They don't say that they're dating.
Yeah, not yet.
But they do post their coming out videos on the same day.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Evangelos forgot to record his video, so he just kind of turns on the camera real quick and is just like, I'm gay. And then like turns it off and uploads it. It's like a really
It's like a 10-second video.
It's like a Vine.
Yeah, basically.
And everyone's like, wow, we've been new.
Okay, wait. Did we tell them about Ariana Grande?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so in this universe, it's basically our universe. We change like a handful of things, right? But we still use like people who exist in real life in this universe. So don't take it seriously. It's just an AU, whatever. But we did say, you know, like managers or whatever, stuff like that, agents, always like kind of like pair up no one really talks about it, but it's like a well-known thing that they'll pair up young celebrities like as a couple, and then they'll be broken up within like a handful of months, and you know that they weren't really dating. It was just for the publicity of it, for the attention that it got. Okay, well, one of those pair-ups that they did was Evangelist and Ariana Grande, because they had like collabed on like whatever her like new makeup line that she was putting out, or perfume or some shit, and he was in like the commercial for it. And then from then they thought it would boost sales if they did like a relationship propaganda thing. So whatever, they were out and about just as a couple for a while, and no one bought it. I mean, some people bought it, but
it was fake.
It was fake. It was definitely fake.
But yeah, YouTuber AU is very cute.
It's very cute and meta. They're very baby because they were just some guys with YouTube channels. Well, I mean, not Evangelist, but Bobby.
Yeah, it's very... the closest you can really get to slice of life, I guess.
Yeah, it's their slice of life.
Yeah.
AU.
Yeah, it's cute. Alright, should we move on to the next one?
Oh my god, okay.
So the next AU we call Murder AU, which is actually like the speed paint that's going to be going on in the background.
Yeah.
Is a Murder AU.
Oh boy, so...
we're about to get problematic.
We're gonna get real problematic. Let's see. So this all started because I was like, what if we had an AU that was like killing stalking energy? Because I like murder. No,
We like true crime.
I do like true crime. I graduated with a degree in criminal justice, so that's my shit. I like, cold cases, true crime, or watch all the fucking CSIs, everything. So I just like that. I also majored in psychology and got a degree in that, so I like, making a murderer, the psychology, the mentality of all that. So I was like, we need an in-depth, problematic AU. So we made Murder AU. And this one, start with Evangelist. What's he up to?
Well, he is just a priest. He is, just a Norwegian priest that came over.
Like an immigrant,
yeah. That came over from Norway to come preside at a parish that needed a priest. I had a thing like that when I was growing up too. Our church randomly got like a priest from Mexico. Churches just be doing that.
Transfer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's like a big church, right, in charge of everyone and shuffles everyone around.
The Vatican?
Yeah, but does the Vatican call like any old priest up like, hey, you're going to Arizona now? Like, what? No.
I don't know. But, he is in New York, and he is a priest. And he is just a priest.
Yeah, so... Alright, we're going to start with the sad shit. Okay, so Vadik is just a regular, office worker. Just a regular cubicle man. He's just completely normal. He's married in this one. Little, what is it?
Throwback?
No, callback to in canon. He's married a long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. So he's married. So he met his wife, basically in like very early college. They fell in love fast, and he wanted to get married because he was very in love with her. And his father did not agree, because they were of different religions, and he didn't like it. So he just told him, like, if you marry this girl, that's it, like, I'm cutting you off. And he's like, all right then, bye. So he did it. He married her and couldn't keep going to school, obviously, because he didn't have his family support. So he just goes straight into the workforce, and she's studying to be a nurse, so whatever, they're fine. They're getting on with life. They start trying to start a family, and she does get pregnant. But a couple months in, she miscarries, and it's very tragic. You know, and you know, it's not great. Takes her a long time to kind of like recover. She's not bouncing back health wise, obviously. You know, psychologically that's a lot, and it can take a very long time to come back from that. But I mean, physically, health wise, she's not recuperating, you know, at the speed that she should be. And they keep going to the doctor and keep, you know, getting her checked out, because she's honestly probably getting worse, like deteriorating in health, and they have no idea what's going on until the doctors tell her, like, oh, so you have cancer. Implied that that's probably why she miscarried, so, you know, that's not happening anytime soon. She has cancer, she has leukemia. Yes, I always give characters leukemia, but that's the only cancer that I know.
You have personal experience with.
I have personal experience with leukemia, so that's the only one. Also, it's very hard to come back from that, so, you know. So she has leukemia, and it's rough, it's hard. She still does online school for a while until she really can't anymore. She has to be in the hospital full time. Just getting worse and worse. It's been like, since the diagnosis, it's been a couple years, and it's really hard for Valak to keep it up, you know, paying for medications, paying for hospital stay, still paying their rent, all on like an office job. Y'all know that's impossible.
An unfinished nursery in their house.
There is, yes, the unfinished nursery. Just a little reminder of that bitterness. It's rough all around.
Well, I know she falls into a coma.
She does.
And like her family wants to bring her back home.
Yeah, she's
like, she can't really fly, whatever.
Yeah, she's like originally from like Canada.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having a hard time remembering. It's been a minute. I know that she falls into a coma at some point, and that's when he like snaps, basically.
Starts having a bad time.
He starts having a real bad time. He was already under a lot of stress, financially and emotionally, and basically his life was falling apart real fast, like in the span of like 2 years, just everything coming apart. And basically his wife is all he had left. And then she, you know, they tell her that she's in a coma, and they're unsure if and when, you know, she'll come back. You know, she like had a stroke overnight, and she's just comatose. And he just kind of, you know, snaps. He fucking loses it.
Psychological break.
Yeah, he has a psychotic break. And it's not great. He, of course, and disclaimer, I'm not saying that this happens to everyone in a tragic situation. I'm not saying that this happens, like, at all. Don't take it as actual, like, this is a thing that will happen. You know what I mean? It's not, it's for a story.
Mm-hmm.
You all watch Criminal Minds. Well, not all of you, but everyone who's watched Criminal Minds knows exactly where this story is going. You've seen a million episodes that do it. But yeah, basically, you know, under a sufficient amount of stress, with the right conditions, the right mental state, things can go really, really wrong. Even when you don't mean them to. So this is not a real thing, but just for the sake of the story. Anyway, so he's you know, off his shit, and basically he kind of is in like a lot of agony, and basically, so he kind of gets in his head that it's not worth it, you know, it's not worth it to go through all of that. It's not worth it to just like let people suffer for that long only for them to die anyway.
That sick people are better off dead.
Yeah, sick
because
people
they're
are
suffering.
just better off dead. He gets that idea in his head, and it doesn't really go away, and you know, he kind of sort of acts on it. Just you know, it's as he's leaving the hospital, there's another patient. They're picking up like prescriptions. You can get prescriptions straight from the hospital. But yeah, they were just leaving. They're heading out to their car, and he's like very, you know, just he's having a time. But yeah, he has that idea going in his head, like going that sick people are better off dead. It's better to just put them out of their misery. It's not worth it. People don't just get better. So, especially not people like with cancer.
Mm-hmm.
If they were there in the area of the hospital, they likely have cancer, whatever. So, he kind of just like
follows them
basically, yeah. Follows them home. The whole time he's just had that idea in his head, and when they get out of their car, he basically attacks them like real Cain and Abel. He just basically just grabs like a bit of like broken, like, the cement that makes up like where you park, the little parking meters, all broken up. Yeah. Just picks up one of those and just like cracks it on their head, like on the back of their head, because like, that person is clearly suffering. Just put him out of their misery. And then he after it's over and there's like a whole dead person in front of him, he is like, oh my god, that's bad. He freaks out because like he didn't really, he didn't, part of him was still like, that's no one,
he didn't mean to,
he didn't think that he was gonna kill them. Mm-hmm. But he sure did, and that's bad. That's a bad thing. So he just runs back into his car and leaves. He's still holding the freaking rock. He just like throws it in the passenger seat and just drives, and he does not know where to go.
I'm pretty sure, he ends up committing like 2 murders in the area.
Yeah, it was that one and then one more.
Yeah, and then he's feeling real bad about it.
Yes, he does feel really, really guilty, but he can't. He's afraid. He's just afraid of what might happen. So, in a last-ditch effort to kind of make himself feel better, I guess, have some sort of solace, he goes to a church, like in the middle of the freaking night, just like it's very late, it's like midnight.
And he just goes to sit.
Yeah, just kind of goes to sit and think about things.
Yeah. It's
not even like a church of his faith, it's just a freaking Catholic church.
Yeah, Evangelist is there being the priest. And he's just kind of walking around if there's anyone there, talking to them. And also just, like, getting things, like, set up. Like, putting out all the candles and putting things away and trying to close up shop for the night. And meanwhile, there's this man just, like, sitting there for a really long time. And he's like, okay. And has to, like, go over and be like, hey, dude, what's up? What's going on?
Like a priest.
Yeah. It's like, what is the trouble, my child? Yeah. That sort of thing. But basically implying, like, get out of here. But yeah, he goes up to him and is kind of asking him, like, what's wrong? And Vadik just has a not good look in his eye.
Yeah.
And he's like, are you good, fam? Are you good? And then, like, Vadik just starts, like, muttering under his breath, like, a whole bunch of really troubling stuff.
Yeah, it's stuff like, kind of like, do you really think your God forgives everything? And, like, stuff like that.
Yeah, and, Evangelist is trying to talk to him, but also he's like, oh dear, I think this dude might have done something. So he kind of starts to, like, back away, and that's when Vadik is like, grab.
Yeah, no, wait. Just the way he, like, looks over at Evangelist and he can see that he's scared, and he kind of gets the feeling like, when you're guilty of something and someone around you kind of, like, looks wary, you immediately think, oh no, he knows. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, like, he's like, damn it. But he doesn't want to kill him. I mean, there's nothing wrong with him. He's fine.
Yeah.
But he also doesn't want someone knowing, just being around. So yeah, he grabs him and he like, you know, basically takes him down and then just like
chokes
him out. Yeah. And then, you know, you just casually you pick him up, you put him in the trunk of your car, and you don't really think about it. You know, sometimes you just do things, and then later you're like, I really did that, huh? So that's where he's at.
Yeah, you know? So kidnaps him.
And drives right out of New York.
Yeah, and then...
It's road trip time.
Yeah, it's a big, fun murder trip.
God.
They stay at, like, hotels and stuff, and he keeps Evangelos, like, handcuffed to, like, the radiator, and... Like, their first little thing, like the first time he, like, lets Evangelos sit in the front seat or whatever, it's like, wow, you here eat food. You need to eat food, and Evangelos is stuck-up baby, and he's like, I'm a vegetarian. And he's like, well, too bad, eat.
Yeah, he's like, I don't care.
And then, you know, Evangelos ends up getting sick, and they have to, like, stop and all that business.
Yeah. Before anyone says, well, if he gets sick, why didn't you kill him? It's not the same. Like, getting food poisoning and having cancer are not the same thing.
Like, getting sick because you haven't eaten meat your entire life, and then suddenly you are forced to eat it.
Besides, there's something... Okay, so he did help his wife with chemotherapy, so there's something weirdly... And it's gonna be the wrong word. I guess I'll say familiar about it. About helping someone when they're sick, that kind of, like, obviously doesn't give him kill feelings. If anything, it gives him, like, sort of like a grounding sense of normalcy, because he got used to that. That was his reality for a while. Yeah,
so someone throwing up.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. And just, like, helping them through it, whatever.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah. There's a lot to this one.
Yeah, we've barely scratched the surface with it. Just, you know, eventually he ends up, like, chopping Evangelos' hair off, and, like, he dyes his own hair black. And,
yeah,
like,
because there's a lot.
They have to kind of, like, disguise themselves. And,
by they, I mean, Evangelos wants out.
Yeah,
but he can't do anything about it.
Yeah, he is being big kidnapped. And, you know, eventually he might develop a little bit of Stockholm Syndrome, so there's that. That's a fun thing.
You know?
Well, you know, that's murder.
Yeah.
Valak has a plan.
So he had basically... Him and his wife always used to talk about vacation and how they've never been to, like, the West Coast or whatever. So they were gonna go to, like, Santa Monica.
Mm-hmm.
Go be on the beach, have fun. That never happened, ever. So his plan kind of is just, like, get to Santa Monica, you know? Grooveface, get to Santa Monica.
Get there and then...
Die.
Yes.
Oh god, and sometime during this trip, he gets a call from the hospital. They don't know that he's out of town. But basically, yeah, he gets a call from the hospital saying that his wife had, like, passed away. You know, they haven't seen him for a while, like, they haven't seen him visit for a good long while. They've probably been leaving voicemails, just in general. And then he does pick up one time, and they literally, like, tell him that she's passed. And that's not great.
That's a bad time.
Yeah, that's also a bad time.
But yeah, there's a lot to Murder AU that we haven't even gotten into yet.
Yeah, it's not one of the really fleshed out ones. And, God, it's been a hot minute since we talked about it.
It's
so
very fun,
I'm
though.
Forgetting a lot of the details right now.
Yeah.
I need a refresher.
Yeah. So the next AU after that...
See, I love this one, so...
It's a funky, fresh time in the 70s AU.
Yeah, 70s AU. It was actually not made by either of us. It was made by your boyfriend.
Yes. He just didn't want to do work one day and just was like, what if I made
an entire musical?
Yeah, what if I made a 15... Was it 15 or was it... I don't know. He's like, what if I made, like, a playlist of all these songs specifically from the 70s and set it along to your characters and a whole storyline, and it's a musical.
It's a musical. Not just a story. It's a whole musical that he made with 70s songs, and we can probably share that playlist. We can link it somewhere.
We can link the playlist in the description.
Yeah.
But 70s AU, it's really fun. It also takes place in New York in the 70s.
Listen, a lot of these are going to take place in New York because that's just where we set their original story.
Yeah.
So keep those together.
Yeah. So in that one, Evangelos is also a priest.
Ella, listen, any opportunity for him to be a priest, it's probably going to be taken.
Yes.
So
he's a priest in the 70s in a not great part of town.
and Vadik, he's a pusher, of drugs. They were a lot more popular and easy to distribute in the 70s. That's his business. I mean, he's not the boss, but that's what he does. It's pretty good money, pretty good benefits.
Yeah.
He works for, Arian. Of course, that's his boss. So they cross paths in a very musical kind of way. I need you guys to remember that this one's a musical, so a lot of the plot points, there's a lot of fade to black kind of or just cut to whatever, because that's just how musicals are. You just assume the action in between. So also it's a musical, so please do not judge romance. Happens real fast. Opening song is just introducing Vadik, the fact that he's a pusher, all that business.
Then another song introducing Arian.
Yeah. Big boss man.
Yeah. And then they have a duet that's "You're my guy," and he's like, "I sure am."
Yeah. It's his best guy.
Yeah. And then, Vadik wanders and hears a sermon happening from a church nearby and walks in and is just "LOL, y'all believe in God?"
That's
and then
dumb.
just knocks stuff over.
Yeah. As one does in musicals, knocks things over theatrically.
Yeah. And then, Evangelos is pretty upset about that.
So dude, please, that's my church.
And eventually, what is it? He kind of follows him out, is poking at him and be like, "Can you don't stop that? You are a bad person. Don't do that."
Yeah. Don't they have a whole song there?
Yeah, something like that.
Listen, it's also been a minute for that one.
And then Vadik kisses him or whatever just to frazzle him, and Evangelos is like, oh, I sure have been repressing some things.
Yeah.
And then they have a one night stand, and there's another song there that Vadik is
don't get attached.
And he's like, "Oops, I did."
Yeah, basically. That was also, I think there was also a duet where he's he's telling him don't make too much of this, and he's Evangelos is
but what if I did already?
But what if I already have feelings? And then there's Vadik also telling himself listen, don't make too much of this, me. Stop it. Listen, this one's gonna be a little convoluted. I feel like this one's gonna be the PCest one.
But then they are together.
They are together, consistently. They are together. Evangelos is always trying to get him to stop drugs.
Yeah.
Drugs bad.
Yeah.
Stop doing drugs. Stop selling drugs as well. Just bad. It's a bad life. You could do better. And Vadik is no, don't tell me what to do. Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't tell me what to do. But at some point, he does kind of convince him to give it up. And Arian and his wife in this one, which is Kalina Cassell from the main story. I don't know if I ever brought her up, but she's in there. His wife catches them together and tells him about it. Oh, so I heard that your best man is gonna leave. Did you know about that? Did you know? What are you gonna do about it? Basically. And Arian's all bitch. Just basically no, you do not leave me. I own you, basically. And they have a whole confrontation about it. Vadik doesn't know that Arian knows when he's called up. And then Arian confronts him about it, and it's just there like, you don't want to do this. You don't want to cross me. And Vadik basically runs away, and he's like, oh, we're getting out of here. We're getting out of here now.
Yeah, he takes Evangelos, and they try to run away together. But I think they're, like, already kind of being followed, and then they, like, go into the church, and they, like, hide out in the basement, and they, like, play house in the basement, like...
Just like Beach Boys, wouldn't it be nice?
Yeah, they're like, this is what we're gonna do when we're out of here, and we're safe, and we're together.
Why does it also make me think of, like, the song from Almost There, from...
yeah.
Princess and the Frog. Yeah. You know, This is just how it's gonna be when we're out of here, when we're together.
Yeah, you know, the fantasy of, like, their happy little life, American dream.
Yeah.
So they sing about that, but then, like, you know, Arian, like, finds them, and they're like, oh, we gotta go. So then they, like, drive off, and there's a whole car chase.
There is a whole car chase, and you can't have you can have a musical without a car chase, but why would you?
You know, there's a whole car chase, and, you know, they end up getting in, like, some sort of accident, and Evangelos gets hurt in the accident, and, like, Vadik is, like, pulling him out of the car, and Arian is like, what if I...
What if I... Yeah. And he, like... Yeah, he just, like... Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry. He shoots Evangelos.
Yeah.
He doesn't shoot Vadik. He shoots Evangelos. And... You know...
That body goes hog wild.
Yes.
They fight, and, you know...
They do fight.
Then
does he get the gun?
No, eventually it's just like Arian's like, you know, all beat up, and Vadik is also beat up, but Arian's just like,
my work here is done. This is good enough.
He's like, whatever, go, fine, leave.
He's like, now you can leave. Now you learned. Yeah. Basically. Mm-hmm. Basically, he's like, okay, I did what I set out to do.
Take everything you have.
Yeah.
And then, you know, carries Evangelos' limp dead body into the sunset.
Like, over the bridge, you
yeah.
know, the iconic New York bridge, while like there's a very sad song playing.
Yeah.
You know, the end of one of those movies.
Yeah.
TM.
So yeah, bad ending.
Bad ending.
Yeah.
Bad ending.
Yeah, that's 70s. It's a very like wrapped up story.
Yeah, that's a complete story because it's made like a musical.
Yeah.
So.
And then
the
the next one we have is Pokemon AU, which is really just cute. You know, cute because we both really like Pokemon, and it's just cute. It's not as problematic. So if you read the Pokemon manga and all that, a lot of it comes from that as well, where the Pokemon just literally like rip each other to pieces.
Yeah, I mean, we went for a bit of a more realistic approach to Pokemon.
Yeah.
Don't think of it like the TV show.
It's not like super kiddie.
Yeah, it's we like doing that. We like being realistic and having to do research and all that shit. Mm-hmm. We also made our own kind of understanding of the world ourselves.
Yeah, we like kind of edited things around in our own way.
Yeah, make it more fun.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have Galar when we made this.
No, we didn't.
Galar was not a thing.
It's not out yet. Sword and Shield was not even like announced yet.
Yeah, no, so we don't have that. Don't ask about that.
Mm-hmm.
But so basically we made it in our universe that there's only one Pokemon League, not like a Pokemon League per country. There's one Pokemon League, and we basically made it like the ultimate like sort of government when it comes to Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There's still regular like governments and laws for like people. But like when it comes to Pokemon, the way that things are done is decided by the Pokemon League.
The Elite Four.
The Elite Four and the Champion are basically in charge of all this shit. Worldwide. So, what is it? We've had the same champion for like 20 years, was it?
A while.
A long while. It's been a minute, you know? I think he had the record for like youngest person to become champion. And we literally just So obviously the Elite Four in this story is going to be the antagonist.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like Pokemon where they're like, we're just here to be roadblocks, but we can all be friends.
No, yeah, they're bad guys.
They're bad guys. The champion, we literally took like Lucifer from our universe and just made him into the champion.
Yeah.
The current reigning champion. He goes by Asmodeus, one of the many names for the devil, because Lucifer is just so played out.
Yeah.
It's so. And then we made his Elite Four be like most of the demons,
Demon generals,
or just like standout demons that we have in our
canon story.
So we have Ahriman and Cassel with their more people-y names. So Arian and Kalina, and Will, our friend's character, and
Census.
Was it Census? I think it was Census. I'm pretty sure it was Census. Something like that. It's in a notebook. All right, you know what I mean. Demons from our universe. We made them into the Elite Four. So yes, they're kind of bad guys, and they run things in a really not so great way.
Underhanded way.
Yeah. So it's fine, and like things are stable, but it's not the best. And then we have our characters.
Yes. So Evangelos, he is from, I believe, Snowbell City, whatever the icy one is in Kalos, but he's from the Kalos region. Basically his parents were in an accident when he was young, so he's raised by like an aunt and an uncle, and the way he got his first Pokemon is they were going to like the friend park or something like that, where you can like get Pokemon from different regions. It was like a fun little activity for all the kids, and he ends up like getting lost and separated, and he ends up finding like this like shiny Ponyta, and that becomes his first Pokemon. So his team is Rapidash, which is shiny, and Altaria, which is also shiny, Blissey, Absol, Dragonair, which is shiny, and a Gardevoir.
I forgot how many shinies he has.
So he has 3 shinies. So he's not training to be like a champion or anything like that. He focuses on contests. So he wants to be like the top like coordinator. And he's pretty good. Like the coordinators are like a whole thing. They have their own sort of like league going on. But yeah, he wants to be the top coordinator, and yeah, he's pretty famous from it, honestly. Yeah, that's what he's about. But just because he's a coordinator does not mean that he is not good at battling. He is still very strong, very good, because in the like contests and stuff, I was kind of basing it more on the anime rather than the games. In the anime, they actually have to have, like, a battle at the end, too, and you get, like, points from how well you battled, as well as showed off your Pokemon in, like, a pretty way while you were battling. So that's kind of, like, what it is. So, he's a coordinator, but he also is a very good trainer. And, yeah. And then, Vadik.
Yeah, Vadik is from Alola. He's just a regular island boy. I don't think I decided
Like what town?
Yeah, I was like, is it too generic to make him from like Iki Town, from like the starter town?
Just, whatever, Alola town.
He's from Alola. That's all you need to know. He's very he's very based off of the player character. Not personality wise, just his background. Like he's from town. He lives with his mom. His dad's dead in this one. Ignore that. His dad's dead. Yeah, he got his first Pokemon in the little farm place.
Yeah.
I don't remember the exact name of the farm place.
It's pretty early in the game.
Yeah, it's Paniola Ranch.
Yeah.
Yes. So he got his first Pokemon as a little kid. Was it like 5 or 6?
Mm-hmm.
He went to Paniola Ranch, where they basically let you, like, your parents pay, and they let you little kids basically catch like a very docile Pokemon. So like guaranteed you're gonna catch a Pokemon there. It's just a neat little experience that they have for kids, basically. You don't want to throw them in the tall grass, have them get mauled by like one of those like bear ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So whatever. Basically, his mom, got him a little ticket at Pennyhill Ranch, and he caught his first Pokemon there. It was a Mareep. He loves that thing. He loves Mareep so much. Well, I mean, now as a grown-up, 24. His Pokemon team consists of Ampharos, Apom, Litten, Zoroark, Sliggoo, and Phantump. So he kind of like... So, his goal is to be the next Pokemon champion. Yes, I know, it's generic, but bear with me. He's the worst. He's the worst at being a trainer because he's like too soft to be a trainer. He does want to be the champion, and he does like work hard with his Pokemon, but in his own way. Y'all remember way back in the day, the old Pokemon show, that episode where like Ash is all like, basically like Ash meets a trainer who's like really strict with his Pokemon. Did he have a whip?
Yeah.
Did he have a whip?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like really strict with his Pokemon, and Ash is like, that's not right. You're supposed to be nice to Pokemon, whatever. Then by the end of the episode, he's like, okay, I get it. Everyone's a different kind of trainer.
Yeah.
Whatever. So yeah, Vadik is basically, he's baby with his Pokemon. So all his Pokemon are baby as well. They're not weak. Like, he's had them for a very long time, and he has trained them up, and he did, once he was more grown, travel out of Alola to other countries to get badges and stuff. He still doesn't have 8.
I think he has 5, right?
He has 5, yeah. Even though he's been at it since he was like, he got his first Pokemon when he was 6. I forgot what age he leaves.
I mean, most kids leave at 10.
10. I think that's personally. But whatever. I mean, it's different leaving to walk around your country and leaving your country to go to a different country. So I think he was like a little older.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. We wrote down their ages in the other notebook. But okay, yeah, whatever. He does go around and like train and like meet different people, but he's also like low-key kind of touristy. So he trains and he battles, but he also like just likes going around and like seeing different places and meeting new people and new Pokemon and all that stuff. So he's been taking a long time. Like, let me put it this way. When he's sitting around in the Pokemon Center, like getting his Pokemon healed, and there's like kids there, like 12-year-olds. So half his age, and they'll be there like, just like, oh wow, mister, your Ampharos is so cool. Regular stuff. Regular stuff like that, and, he, like, asks them what they're doing, and kids are always there like, oh, we're training to be the next champion, and he'll be like, oh, me too! They'll literally be like, aren't you kind of old? Basically.
He just wants to be one of the kids.
Oh my god, he's been taking his sweet time with that. So, like, his Pokemon, he doesn't, like, purposefully evolve them. You know what I mean?
If they evolve, they evolve.
He's just there, like, they'll evolve when they're ready.
If they want to.
If they want to. I'm not gonna force them into anything. Oh my god, did I say his team? I don't think I said his team.
No, you said it.
I said it, okay. Yes, that's why his Litten is still a Litten, even though he's had it. Litten was his second Pokemon. So he got Mareep when he was 6, and he got Litten when he was like 8. So he's had that thing for a long time, and it is still a Litten.
Because he's stupid and put like an Everstone collar on it.
Yeah, he bought a neat collar for his Litten because he thought it'd be cute, and he didn't know that the stone on it was an Everstone. So like his Litten never evolved. He's just there like, when people ask about it, he's just there like, he'll evolve when he's ready.
So this tiny cat is just filled with unbridled rage.
Basically. Also his Pokemon, because he's so baby of a trainer, like, because he's so, like, lenient and soft, they, like, some of them don't really listen to him, mostly Apom. Apom doesn't really listen to him often, and a lot of his Pokemon just like come out of their Pokeballs whenever they feel like it. Like he doesn't even call them out. Apom especially, always just like popping out of the ball, running out. Not trying to get away, just to cause trouble. You know, monkey run.
I think I will cause problems on purpose.
Yes, that is Apom. Oh my god. But yeah, basically, they're very different types of trainers.
Yeah, Evangelos is the type that is very strict with his Pokemon.
He has a regimen for them.
Yeah, he's very strict with their training, their diet, all that sort of stuff. Also, all his Pokemon are female. Girl squad.
God.
But yeah, very strict with them. You know, keeps them on track with their training. He tends to seem very cold with them, but it's just his own way, you know. His Pokemon understand that he loves them and cares about them. And, you know, his Pokemon are also kind of stuck up.
Yes, they are.
They take after him.
They get it from him.
They're all kind of stuck up. The only ones that aren't, like Blissey, she's just out there, like, having a great time.
Yeah. Blisseys are always like that.
Blissey is just, like, ball of sunshine.
And Gardevoir.
Gardevoir is just, like, shy. She's a very shy baby.
Yeah.
She's very timid.
Timid nature, hell.
Yeah, but, you know, he does what he can.
Yeah, so they're kind of like exact opposites when it comes to type of trainer. The first time they meet, Body's in a tree.
Falls out of a tree.
Falls off a tree. So, LOL. Was it Apom or was it Litten? Which one was in the tree?
One of them. Maybe both.
Was in the tree. Possibly both. I think it was Litten, actually. I think it was Litten. Because, you know, his Pokemon just, they be going. They just be going places. You know, and also, once one of them comes out of the ball, they all just, like, be coming out.
Yeah.
They're like, it's playtime. Even if, like, he's in the middle of, like, an intersection.
Yeah.
And he just has to wrangle them all.
Yeah.
Pretty disruptive.
Falls out of the tree, and Evangelos is just, like, there, and he's like, okay. And he's like, oh, let's battle.
Basically, you know,
and Evangelos
it's like, look, and there's ankle. That's where he's at.
Evangelos wipes the floor with him.
Yes.
And he's like, I don't want your money. After he wins.
Yeah. Obviously we don't do the blacks out.
Yeah.
But we do the money thing.
Yeah.
That's like a standard practice. Just in this universe, you know, if you lose, you give money. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
Do better.
I think they end up going to, like, the same Pokemon Center or something like that.
Yeah.
And, you know, fun adventures start from there.
Yeah, because when they're there, they, like, crash into each other and all their Pokeballs fall everywhere. Yeah. So they get some of the wrong Pokemon. You know, some of their Pokemon get switched. And I forgot whose body can end up with.
Oh, God. I think he ends up with Altaria and Gardevoir. And then Evangelos ends up with Zoroark and Apom.
God, yeah. God. Yeah, so their Pokemon get switched, and they have to go find each other and
switch them back.
And then, you know, Vadik's gonna hit the road. Evangelos has another contest to go to in a different city, so Vadik is just there, like, travel buddies. Assigned travel buddy.
So then they become buddies.
Yeah.
And then they become more than buddies.
And then they become gay. Detroit become gay. Yeah. And, it's cute.
Yeah.
It's very cute. Pokemon is very cute.
Yeah. There's still more to Pokemon.
Yeah, we've actually gotten more for that one, but
it's like skips over the whole middle again. Knows what happens at the end.
Did we get to the end on that one?
Not the end, but like
we skipped over a bunch with the Aryan.
Yeah.
God, that fight was awful. Okay, that wasn't an official Elite Four fight, but still. Yeah. Then we're down to our last one.
The last one's very small.
We literally made it on a plane. On a plane ride. Shut up. It was me. I did this. I put this upon us.
Bored on the plane.
Bored on the plane, and we were on our way to Seattle, and I was just like, what if they switched personalities? Same universe, like same as canon, so angels and demons, whatever. But what if they switched personalities? So not, what if Valak was the angel and Angelo was the demon? No. They're still in the exact same roles. Just their personalities are switched.
It's cursed.
It is pretty hot, actually. I like it.
God.
Well, I made it. So.
Yeah. Valak is Mr. Bradley.
Oh, yeah, he's Mr. Bradley in this one. He's no longer Brad.
Mr. Bradley.
Mr. Bradley.
He's sexy. Businessman.
Yes, he's very
stoic, prudish businessman.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Angelo goes by Angel, and he is a hoe.
He sure is a hoe. There you go. Personality swapped. That's it. We boiled it down. No, it presents like their personalities sort of present in different ways.
Yeah.
Like Angelo is not the same type of hoe. That Valak is.
Yeah, he's messy.
But he's also not the same kind of dirty that Valak is. This is different. He's still dirty, but like not in the same way. Not as gross.
Yeah, not as like grubby.
Oh my god. He still has like the the like hoe knees, but whatever. It comes with the business. Meanwhile, like Valak is his whole like cold and stoic and ambitiousness shows up in like he's kind of like a like a suck up to like Aryan or whatever, and he really to Ahriman, and he is really trying really hard to like advance. Was he officially a captain in this one?
I think so.
Yes, he was officially. He wasn't a fledgling in this one. He's a captain because he actually wants to like go up in ranks in this one. He's very driven. He does this job really well, and he just wants to be the next demon general. He's ready to knock someone out of their place.
Meanwhile, Angelo is just like party boy Angel, and they're just like, can you just get out of here? Go be down there.
Yeah. Go. You don't fit in here. Get out of here.
Yeah.
He's still also his head cut off.
Yes.
Yeah, he's still betrayal?
Maybe, I don't know.
Who knows? Whatever. He still has that. Who cares? Yeah. Don't ask me about details. But yeah, and they still end up crossing paths. But it's the other way around, Angel's all like
daddy.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
He just likes messing with demons. So that one's new. Never seen that one before. Whatever. He's not, but whatever. Who cares? Yeah, it's great. It's funny.
Yeah.
It makes her haha funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was basically just an AU that I kind of just wanted to see what they would look like, and now we are here.
God.
And we've made stuff for it. And
yeah.
I don't regret it.
Yeah, that's pretty much the AUs that we have for them.
So yeah, that's probably gonna wrap up this video.
Yeah, this somehow ended up longer than the other one.
Well, that wraps up this video. Thank you guys for tuning in again.
Yeah, and of course, there's always more information over on Tumblr. Everything will be linked in the description. Be sure to check out all of our links. Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, all of that will be in the description. And that should be it for this. Of course, again, you can always ask questions. If you have other questions, you can ask them in the comments. We'll try to reply. But yeah.
Yeah. Let's call it a day.
Yeah.
See you guys later.